place. Our goal was to create a sandbox where nothing is scripted, everything is dynamic, and players have the freedom and choice to do what they want. Including stylish drop kicks and any number of groin hits. You also get the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to assault homeless people with a giant purple dildo.
Who's next?
Now, when we say over-the-top weapons in action, we mean it, clearly. Now, these here are the Apocophists. Yep, that's the apocalypse sewn into a pair of boxing gloves. It's very effective. Now, in Saints Row the Third, the Saints are at the top of their game. International celebrities with their own brand of merchandise and energy drinks. So as a Saint, instead of grinding from the bottom, we want you to start at the very top with all the perks that come with being the leader of an elite criminal organization. See, we want you to feel like a badass and play like one too. For example, if you want to take out this colorful gang of individuals, you could engage them in a firefight with your assault rifle, or you could just as easily call in a massive airstrike. Yeah, seems to get the job done. Now that is the true power of the Saints. Next, we're going to jump into one of our side activities called Tank Mayhem. Now, the object of Mayhem is to cause as much monetary destruction as possible in a preset time limit. We know destroying a city can be fun, and then we added a tank. Cars do explode, and you can just as easily run right over them. Everything you see is fair game, from the cars and the signs to the landscape and the buildings themselves. Of course, the more damage you do, the more money you make. Now, Mayhem is just one of the ridiculous ways that you can earn more money and more respect in a variety of ridiculous, over-the-top tasks throughout the game. Clearly that one was a success. The city is pretty much destroyed. So let's jump back into the open world. Now, something that we preach about in the design process is player choice. How do you want to look and how do you want to play? And in this case, do you want to be dressed as a pirate or in a furry mascot costume? It's entirely up to you. This here is Let's Pretend, one of the many clothing stores here in Steelport where you can purchase a variety of costumes, from cowgirl costumes to pirate suits to pimp suits. In fact, if you feel so inclined, you can even choose to play the game completely butt naked. We do feature a slider where you can determine your own personal level of sex appeal. Now that we're all suited up and ready to go, I think it's time for us to go for a little drive, Saints Row style. Now, you could just open the door to your sweet little sports car, or you can dive through the window. Now, driving is a key mechanic in Saints Row. We've completely overhauled the physics, and as you can see, driving is now more fast, more fluid, and definitely more fun. You can stop on a dime, power slide around corners, and even flip the car 180 degrees and continue driving while in reverse. It's very effective in a firefight. And hey, don't forget the Saints are celebrities, so go for it. If you feel like spitting donuts or peeling out, the citizens of Steelport will cheer for you. Even if you thank them by running them over. Because after all, here in Steelport, everybody loves the Saints. Now, if driving isn't your thing, we feature a variety of other modes of transportation for you to consider. This little bad boy right here is the VTOL, the Vertical Takeoff and Landing Jet, and it's yours for the taking. It comes equipped with microwave lasers, homing missiles, and the controls are totally flawless. Now, you can toggle between hover mode and jet mode at the touch of a button. Now, this gives you an aerial shot of our brand new City of Sin, as well as the opportunity to wreak a little bit more havoc, cause a little bit more destruction, this time doing it from up above. You know, there's nothing quite like an astronaut, or a cowgirl, or a furry mascot, or even a naked fat dude piloting a fighter jet. That is the ridiculous, over-the-top fun of Saints Row the Third. Now, as we land our VTOL jet here, we've got just a few more surprises in store here in our open world demonstration. Now, as we said, the Saints are at the top of their game. They're a household name here in Steelport, so it is no surprise when you walk the streets of the city to see something like the Johnny Gatmobile. That cigarette in his mouth is actually a flamethrower, by the way. Pretty much always gets him the right away. Now this little beauty right here, that is Professor Genki's Super Ballistic Manipult. That's right, I said manipult, because it is capable of vacuuming up pesky pedestrians and putting them to good use as you launch them across the city as human cannonballs. Bombs away. And hey, if that looks like fun, if you and your co-op partner want to give it a try, go ahead, jump right on in. And as a Saint, you of course come with a parachute. Now that's going to wrap up our open world demonstration, but don't go anywhere yet. We've got some more surprises in store for you from the Saints team. Remember, you can pre-order the game now at saintsrow.com and get in on the madness for yourself come November 15th.